Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. So, Jay, I wanted you and I to get together very quickly and talk about another interesting development in the saga of Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. And this one, I feel, pretty much vindicates us. So we did the live stream earlier today, Friday evening rant, and you had to step away quickly because you had something else to do. And I continued to do the live stream. And you started to send me information in regards to Turki Alalshikh and some of the things that he was saying. And as I got the opportunity to read over it, it was very, very, very interesting. So let's start off with what he had to say. Number one, he said that the Jake Paul fight just materialized in the last couple of weeks. That is absolutely false. I was told back in December that PBC was working on something big, that it would get some pushback from certain fight fans, but the business would be undeniable. That's what I heard. So I heard that back in December, and it ended up materializing as Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul. So that is a lie. Then you sit up and you say that you put the information out there purposely to misinform people, to fool them. What purpose would that serve? Number one. Number two, how is it that you're fooling people that are actually associated with the fight? Because those comments about the fight being done, complete, that was stuff that was more than likely coming from people that were close to the negotiations and understood that the fight was done. Now, Jay, there were a lot of people that told us that we jumped the gun. We jumped the gun. You went too quickly. Jay, if somebody signs a contract, are we jumping the gun to say that it's complete?
No, that's a done deal in most cases.
Yeah, I was told that it was a done deal, which meant the contract was signed. And so I just assumed that, maybe Canelo hadn't already signed the contract. Maybe it was just something that was just, I don't know. You know, you never know how something can get lost in translation, right? Well, looks like we were not wrong, Jay. So Jake Paul has jumped to expose Canelo Alvarez after Canelo made some comments. And so I'm going to share my screen so that we can, I would say, vindicate ourselves because, yeah, you cannot.
You jump a gun.
You can't jump a gun when somebody signed a contract. So here's our screen. Let's go ahead and play what Jake Paul had to say here.
Oh, Canelo, you puta.
And this fucking YouTuber, I just fight real fighters.
Time to expose them. So we had a signed contract to fight. Here you can see Canelo's signature and my signature to the right. Claiming he's not fighting YouTubers. Bullshit. Look at the poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th. Claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like David Benavidez, you bitch. The truth is you can be bought. You're a money-hungry squirrel chasing your next nut. The truth is these sports-washing shady characters are paying you hundreds of millions of dollars to stop our fight from happening because they couldn't fathom the fact that they can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has made you hundreds of millions of dollars and you turned your back on him for this check. Disloyal. And you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view. But I have loyalty. Loyalty to Netflix, doing the biggest numbers. And you call me a YouTube.
Bro, these are all comments that I made in the Discord yesterday about it was going to be a pay-per-view. That it needed to be a pay-per-view because, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not, because I can't actually speak on that. But these are things that I said there was going to be a pay-per-view, things of that nature, and that more than likely to be associated with Netflix. These are all things that I said yesterday.
YouTuber, but you've never had a boxing match as big as mine. Remember you told my team that your daughter came home and asked if you were fighting Jake Paul? She was all excited. You said that was the first time your daughter's ever asked you about a fight. And you're screwing over all your Mexican fans by doing your fights in Saudi. It just shows what type of person you are. And I promise you one thing, Canelo. Any fight that you do this year, mine will be bigger. So go fuck off to your boss, you Ring Magazine employee, you pink and orange bitch. And fix that herpy on your lip, you dirty puta.
Damn. He didn't have to say that last part. All right. So that was Jake Paul exposing that Canelo Alvarez actually signed a contract. So I guess the part that is confusing for me, Jay, is how does he get out of the contract? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, that's the one thing. Also, let's get this straight. Also, we weren't advocating for Canelo to fight Jake Paul neither. So I don't want people to try to misconstrue that and say that as well. Right now, we're just saying that we didn't jump no damn gun. This is proof right here that everything was already done as we said it was. as you can see that Turki also said that he was just putting stuff out there, whether he was lying about whatever, I don't know, whatever he's lying about. But it's not cool when someone says they're trying to lie about something over and over again, like he did in the interview with Mike Coppinger. But how does he get out of this contract? I'm assuming some type of way he may have paid to get out of it, is what I'm thinking possibly. Because if it's signed, I'm thinking that's probably a done deal. But there's always loopholes. There are lawyers that's going to find a loophole and everything. But this just shows that we weren't lying. We ain't jumped no gun.
And we weren't wrong.
We weren't wrong.
Yeah,
Shit
no,
literally
absolutely.
changed the last part of the last moment. So
Yeah, I was confident because I was told done deal by more than one person, done deal. So why wouldn't I be confident in what's being said? I couldn't imagine that somebody would sign a contract and then step away from the contract. Like, that makes no sense to me at all. So the part in terms of when we talked about it earlier today in regards to Turki Alalshikh swooping in at the last minute and just basically dumping a boatload of money on Canelo Alvarez, that was the only way that fight had to have changed course. Turki Alalshikh basically validated that because he said that they came in at the last minute. So this whole thing has been, and I told people in our Discord, this game is wild. Like, you hear some of these things behind the scene, it's like, this game is wild. This is a wild game. And so Canelo did what Canelo did. My thing is, Jake Paul probably wouldn't have even exposed him had he just not. Why come on? This YouTube or why even go there? What's the point?
he's trying to protect himself to his fans that going to the bat for him no matter what. Trying to make it seem like he has all this, he has honor. He only fights fighter, top the best, which is bullshit. We can look at his last 4 or 5 fights. No, that's not the truth. But that's why he came out like that, to try to save grace.
Well, at the end of the day, I'm glad Jake Paul came out and made the comments. I feel absolutely vindicated and validated that what we said yesterday was correct. The stuff that we provided, those in the Discord, was correct. About in terms of just the overall fight being pretty much done after Eddie Hearns mentioned that it was done. Eddie Hearns was getting it from a reliable source, I'm pretty sure, as we were. That the fight with Terence Crawford probably would be revisited. Just couldn't see all of this happening. And again, when I woke up this morning, I'm sitting there, I'm like, how is it possible that this happened? Because it was done. It was a done deal. That's what I was told. Done deal. So it is what it is. I know some of you gonna be in the comment section still whining and crying and simping like little girls, saying that we wrong because that's just what you do. You're trolls. But if you see this and you understand and you somebody rational and logical, you'll say, yeah, y'all guys got it right. Anyway, you all let us know what you think. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Anger Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, and we are out.